Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I will be tackling the Mini. So if you guys follow me on my Instagram, you would know my window regulator went out, the cable busted. So the BMW Minis have this cable driven regulator for the windows, and I'm going to change that out right now. Now, I'm not a authorized technician of Minis or BMWs or any car for that matter, but I am an authorized person of using logic. So let's open it up and change it out. It's not that difficult. So I'm gonna pull the Mini out and then we'll go from there. So the night it happened, I actually decided to take off the door panels to kind of see what was going on. So I already did that step. If you don't know how to do that, you can find it online. A lot of people have done it. My attempt was to get this window to stay up, but it's pretty jacked up. So I'm gonna actually remove the window, take it out, put in the new regulator, take out the old regulator, put in the new regulator, and go from there. So like I said, I've never done this, so I'm hoping I can get this done within the, an hour or so. So let's start that timer. Alright, so the first step I've done is take off the speaker and also the door latches. Now, looking at it, I didn't know I had upgraded Pioneer speakers and tweeters, so awesome person who had this car before me, even though I really didn't like the person I bought it from. Another story, I'll talk about it another day. So in here, the window's held on by these gears, and from what I was reading, these are actually very difficult to take off without the tool, but it feels somewhat loose, which makes me wonder if this window regulator had been changed in the past. So I'm hoping it's not going to be a reoccurring issue, but whatever. Either way, I'm going to get it fixed right now. So this, if you can see, I'm turning that little crank right there. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. That's going to come off the window, and then I'll be able to slide the window up and out and get it out of the way. So just need to be able to reach this other one. Oh, okay, this one's tight. So for whatever reason, the other one was loose. So let's see what we can do. Okay, I got the first one out, and just so you guys see, so this is a special tool that you need. It's this like gear looking thing, and the tool catches on here to turn. Now if you don't have it, you can do what I'm doing, which is using a Torx 26, putting it on there and then twisting it out. It's just a bolt. So that tool, from what I saw, is like $100 or so online. You can get one of these little Torx things for like $7, or a little ratchet. Fits perfectly in there, and then you use the 26 and that works. So I'm gonna get the next one out, and then we're gonna pull the window out. Alright, so just like that, you take those out. See, they go in these holes here, and then you can slip the window right out. Window is out. Let me put one of these things down. I use these as the covers for the truck and the Landy. But yeah, so now window's out. Next thing to do is going to be removing. There's 4 bolts here, here, one under, and another here. Take those 4 bolts out, and we should be able to get the regulator out. That's pretty much it. Not too bad. So far it's been like only 10 minutes. But of course I just jinxed myself, and now it's gonna take 5 hours. It's just hot. That's why I'm breathing hard. Don't judge me. I'm not fat. I'm not fat. Gonna knock it out. So if I don't record too much, we'll record once I get the 4 bolts out. Let's get to there. Alright, now that we got those 4 bolts out, you gotta take out these 3. These hold the actual motor for the regulator, which is that bad boy right there. Take those out, disconnect, and then you can pull it out. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, I was able to pull the regulator out. Here it is. And I can tell you quickly right now, somebody did try to fix this before. So this is pretty jacked up. Luckily my motor still works, but here is where this popped out and broke, which this shouldn't have been broken. As well as here, this piece here was not supposed to be off. And then there's a screw here, which doesn't make much sense to me because that's supposed to be free spinning, and it's not. So I had noticed that this window always takes a little bit longer to move up and down, and I think I just found the reason. So kind of in a good way, it's good it broke, because now I can actually fix it. Like I said, I did buy the new regulator. Luckily I bought one without the motor, so it only cost me 40 bucks. If you need a whole set that comes with the motor, I think they were running like 120 to 150 on Amazon and eBay, and that was brand new. So, and I don't think they were genuine BMW parts though, they're like aftermarket. But it's an older car, right? I mean, you kind of go with it. So what I need to do, take this off, install it onto here, and then this whole thing, get it in there. So I'm going to do that, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done with that. Let's get there. All right, so I'm about to take this apart. So here it is. It is broken as well, not the motor itself, but the piece. So what I need to do is remove these 4 bolts, then the actual little motor will come off, and it'll plug in right here with the gear. So let's see how it goes. Now, it's been a while since I've done handy stuff like this. I mean, more of recent, we've been doing a lot of stuff on Nick's Landy. Here's a link to one of our videos doing the front runner stuff. But I enjoy this stuff. This is the stuff I grew up doing. I love working on my own cars. It was a running joke as I was getting older and getting new cars, not to take my cars apart anymore, because my first car was a 1990 Toyota Corolla, and then when I graduated high school, my car ended up taking a crap, and my sister gave me some money and my parents for a down payment on my 2001 Hyundai Accent, and that was the car I loved. And the joke was, because I was already with Nick, and I actually took my whole car apart and I left it at her mom's house for a few months, and their joke was like, don't take the car apart anymore. So I haven't really taken car parts or a car apart for a while. So okay, I took off this. It's looking pretty beat, and I think, looking at it, I honestly think they sent me the wrong part. It looked right, it said it was correct, but looking at what I'm trying to take off right now, doesn't seem to match up. Great. So at this point, I'm not going to have a working window. I'm going to have to hit up the manufacturer that I bought it from, which luckily I did go through Amazon, which, as many of you know, it's pretty easy to do the returns there, but damn it, I really wanted my car back. So we will pick up when the part comes. For now, I'll just have to leave it all apart. So let's go to the day I fix it. Alright guys, we're back. So it turns out it is the right part. I was just looking at it incorrectly. So now the issue is taking this gear off. I'm hoping it comes off easily enough without breaking anything. There we go. Okay, perfect. Ooh. All the grease, let's leave that on there. Alright, cool. So it did come off as easy as I thought it would. So it's greased up. And then it should match. Which way did it go? I need to figure out how this goes. Ooh. All right, we got it. So what I do need to do is going to be to remove this single screw here to take out this bracket real quick and try not to ruin the whole tension that we have here, because I need to be able to get to the fourth screw to screw this whole thing in. So let's just do that real quick. Whoa. Be very careful with what we're doing here. And where did I put? There we go. So there's 4 screws that screw it in their Torx. I'm not sure which size. I think it's a 10. If you happen not to have them, you can easily pick these up at Harbor Freight. If not, you can always use a small Allen wrench and make sure it fits. Just try not to over torque it, because you may actually end up breaking or what's it called? Just completely messing it up. So just be careful. Remember, things don't need to be over torqued, they just need to be tight. Sometimes people think you have to over torque things, and you end up just ruining the screw, you ruin the thread, you break the plastic. So just be smart about it. Once you feel like there's a little bit of a tightness to it, just go a little bit more and that's it. Now there's certain things that do have recommendations on the amount of pressure. Those you want to follow by whatever the manufacturer does, because that one has reason, like your lug nuts and stuff like that. So here we go, done and done. Let's screw back in the piece, because like I said, I don't want to ruin my new regulator. I just had a broken one. There we go. All right, new regulator with motor, ready to go. I'm gonna slide this back in. We'll test it out, make sure we're good. What I'm doing right now, let me turn that, sorry. There we go. Hey guys, what I'm doing right now is just loosely putting back the bolt at the bottom. This is just to kind of keep it in center where I need it to be, so it doesn't move too much. Like I said, I'm not a professional, I'm just logic thinker there. Alright, so what I also did, guys, I took off this piece here. Very easily pops up, it's over there. But what that helps is that now I can actually look through here, and now I can find exactly where those clips are for all these cables. So all these cables here have a clip, so they're out of the way of the window and the electronics. So I'm gonna buckle all those in, we'll test it out, and we should be good. Alright, so I just turned on the car real quick to test it, and as you can hear and see, they're going up. Stops. The one down push stops. So now it's just putting all the stuff back together, and we're actually done. That was all of 30 minutes. maybe. Let's finish it off and then I'll give you the time. All right, so then what you do is you put the window back in. There's these little slots here. The windows fit in there. Screw it back in and you're done. So like I said, it honestly took me 25 minutes to get up to this point. It'll be like another 10 minutes to put all the stuff back. I do have to put that door panel back too because I took that one off to see how it works, to see if I could fix it without buying the part, but I need to buy the part. So either way, it's pretty much done. So I'm very happy. Put everything pretty much back together and auto down. Everything's working, so I am so happy and pleased. Even the little win. I don't know if you know BMWs and Minis and Audi, really German cars, they, especially frameless windows, when you close it, they'll go a little bit up, a little bit down. So it's working fine. It's all right on point. There was no need for adjustment, which was awesome. So last point I have right now is just to put back the panels, and that should be it, and I'm done. And like I said, it was all of 30 some minutes, so it's actually a pretty simple thing. I saw a lot of people talk about how difficult and complicated this is. It's actually not that bad. It's actually one of the easier ones I've done. I tried taking apart Nick's Landy. That one was complicated. So let's put on the panel. It's done. So always try stuff, guys. Logic sometimes works out. It was already broken. If it couldn't fix it, it just cost me my time. So like I said, it took 35 minutes of my day to do this. A little bit longer because I did do some video and I had to put that other one back, but in general 35 minutes if you're not filming yourself. So if you have a Mini, gotta fix it. This is a Gen 1, so 2002 to 2006 I want to say. But with that, as always, you've been awesome. Don't ever change. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.